Hello, my name is Mallory Brown, and my presentation is on Martin Luther. So, who was Martin Luther? Not to be confused with Martin Luther King Jr., he was a German priest, author, professor, and theologian. Martin Luther was born in November of 1483 and died in February of 1546 at the age of 62. His lifespan was right in the middle of the Renaissance time frame, which was a very important period in history and cultural movement transitioning out of the Middle Ages. He was born in Eisleben, Germany, country of Mansfield, as well as the Holy Roman Empire. So early in his life, his father, Hans Luther, was a leaseholder of a copper refining business, as well as a counselor of Mansfield. In 1501, Luther enrolled in one of the most distinguished universities in Germany, the University of Erfurt. Martin chose to pursue the study of law to please his father, but after a sudden event, he entered the monastery. After not long in the monk life, he went on to study theology and actually ended up getting his doctorate. He considered Aristotle and William of Ockham to be his teachers. Some more history about Luther was he was a fantastic lecturer. A student even shared, "A man of middle stature with a voice that combined sharpness in the enunciation of syllabuses and words, and softness in tone. He spoke neither too quickly nor too slowly, but at an even pace, without hesitation, and very clearly." He soon became a catalyst of the 16th century Protestant Reformation. Reformation was the religious revolution that took place in the Western Church in the 16th century. It was also the founding of the Protestantism, one of the three major Christianity branches. This precipitated a movement that reformulated certain basic tenets of Christian belief. Luther was known as one of the most influential figures in the history of Christianity and later resulted in the division of Western Christendom. Later in his life, he challenged a church dogma. Luther believed that sins were between the sinner and God and that people should be allowed to pay money to resolve their sins. This prompted him to personal religion, as well as the Reformation which began in 1517. Luther posted 95 theses on church doors, which were points of disagreements with the way that the church was conducting itself. He pretty much wrote 95 ways he thought that they were doing it wrong. He was then later excommunicated in 1521 from the Catholic Church. Following his excommunication from the church, Luther started an act of Protestantism, which is a religion that focused on personal relationship with God. This religion also denied the authority of the Pope and Aristotle. It was a pray on your own to know God on your own. Luther was a well-known leader of this religion, and he insisted everyone had the right to interpret the Bible for themselves. And to make it more accessible, he actually translated the Bible into German. This religion was also very harsh and unforgiving. Finally, this slide shares Martin Luther's impact on today's world. Luther's Protestant helped put the Bible in the hands of the common people. He changed the structure of the church, which impacted the way that we read Scripture. His 95 theses changed the world tremendously, questioning Catholicism and provoking the Protestant Reformation. Protestant led to modern democracy, skepticism, capitalism, individualism, civil rights, and many modern values that we cherish today. That is the end of my presentation, and these are my resources. Thanks for watching.